What if the one Duggar daughter everyone thought would never leave home just quietly rewrote her entire story? Jana Duggar, the oldest daughter in that famous 19-kid family, has fans buzzing after stepping back into the spotlight with a personal update that has people talking about just how much her life has changed. For years, Jana was seen as the family's quiet caretaker, the sister who stayed behind while her siblings married young. Now she's a wife, a mother, and someone navigating a very public family crisis, all at the same time. Stick around, because we're breaking down exactly what Jana shared, why the timing matters, and how fans and family members are reacting to this new chapter. If you didn't grow up watching TLC, here's the quick version. The Duggar family became household names through 19 Kids and Counting and later Counting On, reality shows that followed Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar and their 19 children as they grew up under strict, conservative Christian beliefs. Jana Duggar, born as one half of a twin set with her brother John David, quickly became a fan favorite for her independence. While her younger sisters married in their late teens and early 20s, Jana didn't marry until her 30s, which made her something of a symbol for viewers who admired her patience and her devotion to helping raise her younger siblings. In 2021, Jana made headlines for reasons that had nothing to do with romance. She was charged with child endangerment, a case she resolved by pleading guilty and paying a fine, avoiding jail time. Then, in 2024, her story took a turn many fans had been hoping for. She married Stephen Wisman, a man she'd known for years, in a large wedding ceremony in Nebraska. A year later, the couple announced they were expecting their first child, and in December 2025, they welcomed a baby boy named Archie Gerald Wisman. For a while, it looked like Jana's story was finally settling into a peaceful, private new phase. But the Duggar family doesn't stay out of headlines for long, and what's happened since has pulled Jana right back into the public conversation. Here's where things get serious. In March 2026, allegations became public involving Jana's younger brother, Joseph Duggar. According to reports, he was accused of molesting a child during a family vacation, an accusation he has denied. Around the same time, Joseph's wife, Kendra Duggar, was arrested in Arkansas and pleaded not guilty to charges of child endangerment and false imprisonment. Joseph also pleaded not guilty in a separate case in Florida involving child molestation charges. These are serious, ongoing legal matters, and as of now, they remain allegations that have not been resolved in court, so it's important to treat them as such rather than settled fact. As the situation unfolded, several of Joseph's sisters spoke out publicly. Amy Duggar King, a cousin who has often been outspoken about family issues, confirmed she had spoken directly with the alleged victim. Jana, however, stayed quiet for weeks. She didn't rush to comment the way some of her relatives did. Instead, she waited until early April to share a joint statement with her husband on her Instagram stories, acknowledging the situation without going into extensive detail. For a family that has spent decades in the public eye, that kind of restraint said a lot on its own. Then came the update that's now getting attention. After largely disappearing from social media for a stretch, Jana returned online, sharing glimpses of her life with Stephen and baby Archie. Rather than addressing the legal drama head-on again, her posts leaned into something much simpler: motherhood, family routines, and quiet gratitude. It's a noticeable shift from a woman once seen mainly through the lens of her family's television show and, more recently, through her brother's legal troubles. Fans immediately picked up on the contrast. Here was Jana, once labeled the forever caretaker of the family, now visibly building a life of her own, on her own terms, while chaos swirled around other parts of the family. What makes this update feel significant isn't just the content, it's the timing. Jana choosing to re-engage with her audience now, amid such a heavy family situation, suggests she's trying to separate her own story from the ongoing controversy without ignoring it completely. She's not pretending nothing is happening, but she's also not letting it define her most recent chapter. For a woman who spent years being defined by her role within the family unit, that balance appears intentional. Reactions from fans have been largely sympathetic. Many longtime viewers expressed relief that Jana finally found personal happiness after years of speculation about her future, and they're rooting for her to enjoy this stage of life. Others focused on the contrast between Jana's calm, measured approach and the more public statements coming from other family members. Some commenters online noted they respected her decision not to overshare details about her brother's case, viewing it as a mature way to protect both her family and her own peace of mind. At the same time, several entertainment outlets have pointed out that the Duggar family's ongoing legal issues make it difficult for any positive family news to exist without that shadow following it. A few fans expressed frustration that the family continues to face scrutiny at all, given the number of controversies tied to different siblings over the years. Overall, though, the tone around Jana specifically has stayed largely supportive, with most people simply happy to see her enjoying motherhood. Looking ahead, the biggest unknowns involve the legal proceedings against Joseph Duggar and Kendra Duggar, which are still working through the courts in both Arkansas and Florida. Until those cases reach a resolution, it's likely the Duggar family will continue receiving media attention regardless of what individual members choose to share. For Jana specifically, fans can expect more low-key updates about her growing family rather than any dramatic reveals, unless new developments in the legal case prompt another public statement. So here's where things stand. Jana Duggar has quietly stepped back into public view, choosing to focus on her marriage and new baby while her family continues to navigate a serious and unresolved legal situation involving her brother. She's handled it with noticeably more restraint than some of her relatives, and that approach has resonated with a lot of longtime fans. Whether this marks a permanent shift in how involved she stays with the family's public image remains to be seen, but for now, it's clear Jana is prioritizing her own family first. What are your thoughts on this latest Duggar family update? Share your opinion in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another Duggar family update.